Yes, my people, big PROZECH back again, and you already know what it is, man. We're talking sneakers, kicks, and crepes. We are back at Crep Collection Club in Blue Water in Dartford, and yeah, man, you can already see what I've got in the hand. I'm holding that straight heat. We're talking about that Jordan 1 A MA Maniere in the resell and burgundy colorway. So I'm gonna throw up on screen everything that we're gonna talk about in this review. And without any further ado, let's unbox this bad boy. All right, guys, here's the box. I don't always do the unboxings because a lot of these boxes all look like very similar, but as you can tell, these guys went in, and it's a nice little box, so I thought I'd show you. It comes with this sort of plastic sheath with the A MA Maniere logo on it. But obviously, you've got the resell and burgundy colorway sort of evident on the actual box itself. So like big Nike logo on the top there with the A MA Maniere, and then you've got Air Jordan A MA Maniere on the sides. Got the iconic A as well. The official name of the shoe, this is actually in a size UK 8, US 9. Air Jordan Retro High OGSP in the resell burgundy crush. Inside the box, it continues the color theme, but this is pretty cool as well. I thought that was pretty cool. You can see obviously they put a lot of time, energy, and effort into the presentation. Now we've seen how the box looks. Obviously, let's take a closer look at the shoe. It actually dropped on the 3rd of December 2021, so it was a few weeks ago at this point. But as you can tell, there wasn't much stock, and not a lot of people managed to cop. If you're in and around the Dartford area, make sure if you want to come and see this shoe in hand, make sure to come in store and you'll be able to get your chance. And obviously, if you're trying to cop, you better come correct, because the price underneath is no joke. Talking about prices, the original price was £169.95, obviously via the sneakers app, but as I said, not a massive amount of people managed to cop. Secondary market, so you're talking like StockX and places like that, you're talking 350 plus, right? So definitely a pretty penny, but when you actually get them in hand, you actually realize how deep they went in with regards to the materials that they used and the actual shoe itself. And obviously at this point, the Jordan 1 is an iconic shoe. In general, with regards to Jordan 1s, I would always suggest you go true to size. True to size is always going to be your best bet, because these essentially fit kind of like a shoe. Let's just basically touch a little bit on the comfort generally of a Jordan 1. Jordan 1s are not necessarily the most comfortable shoe. As a lot of you may be aware of, they brought out different versions, like the Zoom comfort version that has come out recently, which has a Zoom unit, but the original, this is an OG version, and this does not have any form of comfort technology within the shoe. It's not a super uncomfortable shoe, but it's not the most comfortable shoe. Now, I've been holding the wrap version in my hand, but I'm actually gonna switch over to the unwrapped version so you can see the materials a little bit closer, because we're going to have a look at the actual look of the shoe and the design of the shoe. I'll throw up on screen a real close look so you can have a look at the materials, but just off the bat, like the idea behind the shoe, and obviously A MA Maniere sneaker boutique in Atlanta, James Whitner, the designer and the owner. The idea behind this was high-end luxury and a higher sense of purpose, and that's obviously what they got from Jordan and Jordan brand and what it represents, especially the Jordan 1, right? That idea that there is more, and we are required to give more in our ability, in our time, in our energy, in all of these different things. And the amount of time, energy, and effort that they've applied to this particular shoe, it comes across. You can see it coming across. It makes sense. You've got like a lot of small details, right? But overall, the thing that sort of strikes me is the leather that they've used. A lot of the Jordan 1s that are coming out now are sort of like a quite sort of stiff, plasticky type level, which I don't appreciate. You know what I'm saying? You can overlook because some of the colorways are nuts, but you can tell without a shadow of a doubt that they put a lot of energy and effort into selecting the right material for this particular upper. I believe initially the idea was that the upper was going to be in a tumbled level, because obviously when it comes to high-end luxury, things like tumbled leather, Saffiano leather, those types of leather are really, really important. But and they show, and I'm saying it's echelons we're talking about, but I like the design choice that they went with in regards to the leather. I think it's actually like really, really supple. You can sort of pinch it. When you can pinch leather, like around, especially around the toe box where it's meant to be quite hard and it's meant to provide protection, but when you can pinch it and dent it and you can do all of these sorts of things, it shows how supple and how pliable the leather is, and it makes for a more comfortable shoe, especially on a Jordan 1 where there isn't a huge amount of comfort knocking about. These material elements will increase the comfortability of the actual shoe. I like the colors that they've used, cell being used like on so many different shoes, and I think this is a lovely take of the cracked leather, and then the burgundy, which is interesting. This is probably the only part of the shoe that I'm not 100% a fan of, because I feel like it's sort of a faux snake skin, faux crocodile skin or something, and you can tell that it's obviously been printed onto it. I don't know how feasible it would have been to actually use those real materials, but it doesn't hugely take away from the aesthetic of the shoe. But I still think a little bit of a downside for me. I think overall the shoe is pretty fire. Obviously you can see the wings there embossed on the outside of the shoe. On the inside of the shoe, it is sort of quite sort of silky, and it's sort of quilted on the inside of the collar there. It's going to be a nice on foot feel, definitely quilted and padded as well. You do get a spare set of cell colored laces, so it comes with the burgundy laces already in. On the tips of the laces you've got the A MA Maniere logo as well, which is really, really nice. On the inside I call these the lapels, I don't know what they're actually called. They've actually got quotes on the inside here. It says, you have to expect things of yourself before you can do them, and there is Michael Jordan's autograph as well, so that's obviously a quote from Michael Jordan. In general, the shoe's pretty hard, I can't deny it. I do love the way it looks. Unfortunately for me, the shoe is not my size, and it's not even anybody in the shop size, so I couldn't get an on-feet look for you today, so I thought I'd go a little bit deeper in regards to the actual shoe itself, how it looked, and obviously do the unboxing as well. Now I need to decide whether I would cut that or whether I would stop that. There's a few things that they could have done that would have taken it a little bit higher. I definitely think they should have gone a little bit different when it came to the material used on the swoosh. I do like the inside of the collar, but I think just the printed faux snakeskin, I think we could have gone somewhere different with that. I think we could have potentially used another form of leather that was dyed, maybe a Saffiano leather, as I sort of mentioned earlier, or use the tumbled leather instead. I think that might have been interesting as well. But obviously they wanted to sort of evoke that feel of high-end luxury, which I completely get, but I think there are other materials that can be used to still evoke that same feeling. Overall, I think the shoe is an echelon above your standard Jordan 1. The whole idea behind the shoe is high-end luxury and a higher sense of purpose, and you can see what they're trying to achieve, and it's consistent with the Jordan 3 that came out earlier in the year as well. Similar kinds of colors being used, and a similar level of quality, and apart from some of the small sort of finishing quality control things that I saw on the shoe that I didn't really feel, I think on the whole the shoe is absolutely fire. So yes, it's an absolute cop that from me. So guys, thank you once again for watching this video and spending a little bit of time. If you've liked the video, obviously make sure to like the video, comment and subscribe. Thanks to the guys here at Correct Collection Club for allowing me to come down and get a look at this shoe in hand, because I definitely didn't manage to cop on the sneakers app. I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas. We do have a Christmas giveaway knocking about where you can win some cash on Christmas Day. Information on that giveaway is available in the description below, but make sure you check me out on my social media, on Instagram especially, but obviously Twitter and TikTok as well. But yeah, it's PROZECH on all of those platforms, but make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where all of the information is. For those of you that like sneaker chat, make sure to go check out season 1 of Kicks Chronicles, our sneaker history podcast. That's available all on YouTube, but obviously anywhere that you get podcasts, it will be available there as well. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for your time once again. I couldn't thank you enough. It's been an amazing year. Come we go into 2022, continue to support your boy. I'm going to continue to put out content, and until I see you, man, down the roads, stay blessed.